The first round of the NBA playoffs are heating up. Here's where things stand as of today. The top-seeded Thunder and Cavs both swept their first-round opponents to move on to the semifinals as they both continue their dominant seasons. The defending champion Celtics closed out the Magic in 5 games to book their spot in the second round, where they will face the winner of the Knicks and Pistons hard-fought series, which continues to a Game 6, as New York could not close out Detroit in a tough game Tuesday night. Indiana won a wild Game 5 versus the Bucks to close out the series and move on to face Cleveland in round 2. More on that game in a moment. The Nuggets took a 3-2 lead over the Clippers last night behind Jamal Murray's 43-point explosion. Meanwhile, the Warriors look to close out the Rockets tonight after a nail-biting Game 4 win, where Jimmy Butler returned from a 1-game absence to lead the Dubs with 27 points. Anthony Edwards and the Wolves also look to close out their series tonight as they take a 3-1 lead against the Lakers into LA for Game 5. Circling back to the Pacers eliminating the Bucks, as the ending to Game 5 will be one that gets replayed forever. The Bucks turned the ball over up by 1 in overtime, giving Tyrese Haliburton and the Pacers the ball one last time to try and steal the win after a crazy game, along with closing out the series. After the game, things continued to get wild, as the Bucks and Pacers got into a scuffle on the court with Giannis and Benedict Mathurin at the center. Not to mention, Tyrese Haliburton's father went up to Giannis to taunt him on the court. Giannis then went back up to Haliburton's father, where things looked like they were going to heat up even more. But Giannis says this is when it all got sorted out. Here's Giannis's full reaction to the incident with Tyrese Haliburton's dad.
Losing the game, emotions run high, having a fan, which at the moment I thought he was a fan, but then I realized it was Tyrese's son, which I love. Tyrese, I think he's a great competitor. He was his dad, sorry. Coming in the floor and showing me his son a towel with his face. This is what we do. This is what we effing do. This is the F we do. This. I feel like that's very, very disrespectful. You know, my dad, if you guys go and ask and learn, my dad's not with us no more. My dad used to come in the family room and he was the most respectful person ever. You know, when you come from nothing and you've worked your whole life to sell stuff in the street, and your whole life you'll be scared of the police of deporting you and sending you back to your country. You have to protect your kids with all means. You create this mentality of being humble your whole life, to not kind of disrespect anybody, not make the tension high, the emotions high, so anybody can snitch on you, say something bad about you. So when he came here, I remember I was like, Dad, why are you so humble? Why are you going to the family room? You don't even say a word. You sit in the back. Why are you like that? Don't worry about it. Don't worry. That's how I grew up. That's what I had around. So when I see other dads, which don't disrespect me, maybe if my son play basketball, I might be in the court. I might be the one on the court, and like 20 years later, you can play this interview and say, Giannis, you're contradicting yourself. But we'll see in 20 years. But I'm talking about right now how I feel. Having somebody's dad, which I'm happy for him, and I'm happy for his son, and I'm happy that he's happy for his son. That's how you're supposed to feel. But coming to me and disrespecting me and cursing at me, I think is totally unacceptable. Totally unacceptable.
After the Warriors defeated the Rockets in a very chippy Game 4, Jimmy Butler was asked about a heated interaction he had with Dillon Brooks during the game. Take a look.
You and Dillon got into it. It looked like you guys were having fun. Like, took it back to the playground almost, it looked like. What was it like out there? And it looked like you guys were like going back and forth. Did you enjoy that element of the game?
No, we're not having fun. You get me on record for this. I don't like Dillon Brooks, so we're never having fun. I'm a fierce competitor. He's a fierce competitor, but there ain't nothing fun about that.
NBA legend Shaquille O'Neal is now the men's basketball general manager of Sacramento State. It will be a voluntary role for Shaq, while his son, Shaquille O'Neal, will be playing for Sac State under new coach Mike Bibby. That's going to wrap up this edition of Full Court Press. Thanks for watching. And for more up-to-date NBA news, rumors, and stories, subscribe to the channel.